Welcome back to Inkleaf, a place where we explore powerful ideas that help us build stronger minds and stronger lives. Today's book is 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson, a clinical psychologist, professor, and public intellectual known for his deep discussions on responsibility, meaning, and human nature. Peterson became widely known for his lectures on psychology, mythology, and personal development, where he challenges people to take ownership of their lives instead of blaming the world. This book is not soft motivation. It is direct, it is serious, it is challenging. Jordan Peterson begins with a powerful idea. Life is not easy. It contains suffering, uncertainty, and chaos. But instead of feeling like a victim of circumstances, he argues that we must build order within ourselves. The very first rule sets the tone for everything. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. At first, it sounds simple, almost physical advice, but Peterson connects this rule to biology and psychology. He explains how posture affects confidence, how dominance hierarchies exist even among animals like lobsters, and how standing upright signals readiness to face life. This rule is more than posture, it is attitude. When you carry yourself with strength, you send a message to others and to yourself that you are ready to take responsibility. When you shrink, avoid eye contact, and move through life passively, you reinforce weakness internally. Peterson's message is clear. Act as if you are someone who matters, because you do. Taking responsibility begins with small physical actions. When you straighten your posture, organize your space, and face challenges directly, you begin moving from chaos toward order. This is the foundation of the entire book. Personal responsibility over blame, strength over victimhood, order over chaos. As we continue in 12 Rules for Life, the next rule goes deeper into how we treat ourselves. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. Jordan Peterson explains something very interesting about human nature. Many people take better care of others than they do of themselves. We remind friends to take their medicine, to rest, to eat properly. But when it comes to our own health, goals, or well-being, we ignore it, we delay, we neglect. Why? Peterson suggests that sometimes we don't believe we are worth the effort. This rule challenges that mindset. If you were responsible for helping someone you truly cared about, you would guide them. You would protect them from bad habits. You would encourage them to grow. So why don't we do the same for ourselves? Taking care of yourself is not arrogance, it is responsibility. He connects this idea to self-respect. When you treat yourself poorly through negative self-talk, unhealthy habits, or self-sabotage, you weaken your ability to face life's challenges. But when you act as your own guardian, you build inner stability. Another important rule Peterson introduces is make friends with people who want the best for you. Your environment shapes your future. If you surround yourself with people who complain, blame, and avoid responsibility, their mindset slowly becomes yours. But if you choose friends who are striving, improving, and honest, they push you upward. Growth requires courage, including the courage to distance yourself from relationships that pull you down. Peterson emphasizes that life is already difficult, so why make it harder by choosing negative influences? These rules are connected by one theme. You are responsible for your direction. You are responsible for your health. You are responsible for your circle. You are responsible for your standards. As we move further into 12 Rules for Life, Jordan Peterson introduces one of the most practical and powerful rules in the entire book. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. In today's world, comparison has become automatic. Social media constantly shows us other people's success, wealth, fitness, achievements. and without even realizing it, we measure our lives against their highlight moments. Peterson warns that this kind of comparison leads to resentment and discouragement. There will always be someone richer, smarter, more talented, more successful. If you compete with the entire world, you will always feel behind. Instead, he suggests a different approach. Compete with your past self. Ask yourself, am I a little more disciplined than I was last year? Have I improved my habits compared to last month? Am I handling challenges better than before? This type of comparison builds motivation instead of jealousy. It turns life into a personal journey rather than a public competition. Peterson also presents another strong rule. Set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. It is easy to blame society, politics, systems, or other people for our problems, but before pointing fingers outward, he challenges us to look inward. Is your room clean? Are your responsibilities handled? Are you keeping promises to yourself? If your personal life is in chaos, attacking the world's problems becomes an excuse to avoid fixing your own. This does not mean ignoring injustice. It means building strength first. When you bring order to your own life, your voice becomes stronger and more credible. Peterson constantly returns to one central theme. Life is chaotic, but you can build order through small, disciplined actions. Clean your space, improve one habit, tell the truth, take responsibility. These are not dramatic steps, but repeated daily, they transform character. As we reach the final reflection of 12 Rules for Life, everything comes back to one powerful idea. Meaning is found in responsibility. Jordan Peterson does not promise an easy life. He does not say that suffering will disappear. In fact, he repeats the opposite. Life is difficult. It contains pain, loss, uncertainty, and struggle. But instead of running from that truth, he encourages us to face it directly. Each of the 12 rules is a tool to build order in the middle of chaos. Stand up straight, take care of yourself, choose strong friends, improve a little every day, fix your life before blaming the world. These are simple principles, but they require courage. Peterson argues that when you voluntarily accept responsibility for your habits, your choices, your attitude, you become stronger. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances. You begin seeing yourself as an active participant in your own story. And that shift changes everything. The book also emphasizes truth. Speak honestly, act honestly, even when it is uncomfortable. Because lies create inner chaos, while truth creates inner stability. Another deep lesson is this: aim at something meaningful, not something easy, not something that brings quick pleasure, but something that demands effort and sacrifice, because sacrifice for a meaningful goal builds character. At its core, this book is a call to maturity. It asks you to grow up, to carry your load, to stand tall in a complicated world. You may not control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond, and that response determines the direction of your life. That is the power of these 12 rules. They turn confusion into structure, weakness into strength, and chaos into order. If this summary gave you clarity or strength, stay connected with Inkleaf. Like this video and subscribe to the channel for more deep and powerful book summaries that help you grow wiser, stronger, and more disciplined every day.